Lubenda and Godwin to their right, both wearing green, one for Australia, one for Nigeria. They put the two favourites under pressure. At this point, Brown might have thought he had it, but Ferreira was driving for all he was worth, deserved the win. And how about that? Petra Gradanov on the far side, 2 races, 2 national records, and Matakule, 2 races, 2 PBs. That's about as good as it gets. I really like Ferreira's grit and determination. Look at that on his face, and the man on the left-hand side. He said he's desperate to run sub-10 here this year. He's the 3rd best South African in history for his age, and he believes he belongs in the sub-10 club. He's going to need to find more than 1/10 of a second, but maybe the conditions will be different come the final. She has won the individual shot put title for France before, and she has just laid down a massive throw. She's in the other pool, which is why you didn't see it, but I'll keep giving you the verbal updates if there's important information to impart.
Well, we will go straight back to the track for semi-final number 2. Machata goes on the inside in lane number 1, 10:34 his best. Ominio in lane 2 of Great Britain, 10:30 he'll look to beat. Dunn goes in 3, 10:13 on his best day. Now that really could be competitive. Now Gary Card, one to watch, the 2nd fastest qualifier, only to Tate Taylor. He made 10:07 look easy. He's the world leader and joint 3rd all-time for the age group. Sungo of Japan goes next to him in lane number 5, the Asian under-20 leader. 10:44 in the rounds. Agaga, 10:28, a little bit earlier on. 10:16 is best for the Swiss under-20 record. Big support in the stadium for him. Mohamed Rosli of Malaysia then in lane number 7. He looks very focused, doesn't he? Eyes staring straight down the lane. In lane number 8, Manavela of South Africa. Another one completely locked in. Orlando of Italy on the outside. The Italians once again in full voice this evening. A slightly busier crowd than we had this morning, but the Italians still very, very loud in their support of teammates. Top 3 to go through. This is semi-final number 2 of the men's 100 metres. Keep your eyes on lane 4. Gary Card could produce something special at these championships.
Stand up, please.
Well, one of the athletes not quite happy, just asking to have a reset. Not quite sure who it was then, but somebody had their arm in the air, and the officials happily obliging.
Well, that actually shows quite a lot of maturity. This is a massive stage for these guys. There's huge pressure. They're all teenagers. If you're not happy, if your hand goes up early enough, you are quite within your rights to do that. That shows a little touch of composure on young shoulders. Faulty rather than false, quite right, but the nerves will be jangling, Rosie.
They certainly will. And these athletes have to get their head back in it now. Reset. Ready to go.
On your mark.
Here they go. 2nd time of asking then. Well, cleaning away this time, and Sungo got out the blocks brilliantly. Gary Card just having to work to get back up onto his shoulder now, and Card starts to come through. Gary Card showing us how it's done. Easy. 10:17. And the Jamaican just cruises through. Mohamed Rosli and Machata Armenio all on the photo finish. Rossley given that second auto cue, and Machata came through for third. 10.36 and 10.38 respectively. But Gary Card lays down another marker. 10.16. Most of the times we've seen this evening slightly slower than those this morning. Conditions not quite as optimal as they were in the morning session. But 10.16 being slightly slower shows just how much Gary Card means business.
Not a great start, Rosie, again for him today. So this is interesting because we know that Tate Taylor will be charging home. He was so impressive, Card, from about 30 to 80. He just took a little while to really get going. And I just wonder in the final, if he doesn't get out of those blocks in front of Taylor, what that might mean. He's very powerful late. He's so composed, isn't he, Rosie? I mean, you look at him, he's so composed and confident. But look at this. So he's just, for someone who's a 9.93, he's giving a few of them a start, even here. And now he picks up, and you can see the strength. He remains balanced, he remains focused. He's very relaxed, but he's not that quick